Let's discuss racism. I'm bare-ass nude, but I'm wearing boxers yet again. Let's discuss a term, the N-word. If you're a pregnant woman, the N-word applies to you, any skin color, hence the Yiddish insult at misapplying it. But what is the cop slur, niggers on a Sunday, Tuesday? In the 19th century, early experiments with the coca leaf through Sigmund Freud and his associates, former friends of Friedrich Nietzsche, invented crack cocaine just for Karl Marx, a fetal alcohol syndrome, to produce his work as a British spy, later initiating the Civil War to free both cotton pickers and Irish handy-mums, the seamstress slaves of the northern mills. That was through the New York Tribune, a newspaper inspired by Kenpo Karate. So what is the drug that came back? In 1941, at the height of World War II, FDR noticed a particularly bright Jewish kid, Lee Harvey Oswald, and to test to see if the Jews could serve as real Marines, a rare function usually left to the Army, the Marine Corps being a homoerotic unit in their family, hence deployed shortly and with lethal strikes to purge them against cop units, insurgencies. The theory was there could be a Marine that was a standard soldier, not a fuck-up. So there was a raffle in case Adolf Hitler won the war. And if anybody bought a ticket, they would automatically win. And this was the worst depravity of the radio war of World War II. People's families were dying. Hazes, monstrosity, everything. And Lee Harvey Oswald bought that raffle ticket out of fun and humor. He passed that old polio man Gentiles test of the Semitic doctor, the rare soul who would survive a Holocaust, while making a laugh reference at Hitler, often applied to Charlie Chaplin, but that man merely being a profiteer. How is it funny to have an ending where Hitler applies to world peace? There's a moral of the story. So there Lee Harvey Oswald went into the Marine Corps after the end of the war. And another Marine, John F. Kennedy, nicknamed Oswald, this kid he heard about, Larmey the Larva, his Marine Corps nickname. It referred to his penchant for lucky strikes. Already a cigarette, but Lee Harvey Oswald fashioned a cotton tobacco filter for his, bringing out the real flavor of the lucky strike. A nicotine phobic, so you could have our nights well rested, a fury in the dark, afraid of lightning storms, a Marine Corps boot, the way they pick you, a bomber. So then JFK, while he was a senator, visited Lee Harvey Oswald in the bunk, and they had sex against Lee Harvey Oswald's will to prepare him to seduce a KGB woman. And Lee Harvey had children. He had women, Russia and America. But he gave JFK a recipe called crack cocaine, in a particular form, a crack spliff. The crack cocaine enjoyed with a tobacco cigarette, a cigar, specifically inhaled. And at that point, one day JFK would try it while Lee Harvey Oswald was working for the Office of Naval Intelligence in Russia, analyzing lawsuits against himself for feminist movements of Russian feminism, the probes by the KGB to discern our legal system on behalf of Polish immigrant services like the Vidocs, Pinkertons, and the future organization Interpol, held in check now by our friends from Europol, Scientology. So JFK tried the crack, and through JFK's own hand, Lee Harvey Oswald was placed near a rifle on that sunny Tuesday, but it was no Tuesday at all. And JFK eating a peanut butter sandwich with a Marlboro Red cigarette in the high sun of Dallas, having smoked pure crack methylene, his head exploded out of the back of his skull, and the man who gave him the crack, Lee Harvey Oswald, was blamed. As for the theories of Cuban intelligence, you're half right. Cuba is an MI6 backwater of Britain, and they wanted to kill JFK because he had a deacon's rank, a detective's exam, as well as being a Vatican soldier. The Vatican soldier is just the way in, but the deacon's rank means you're a 5-0, and JFK was from money. That's what cops slur among themselves as a pig. A rich kid cop that doesn't understand how to give you a break. They want to apply a narrow term to you to preempt something that they caused not even 5 seconds before, but they're already planning for it because your family differs from theirs. That aside, Lee Harvey Oswald went down in history for being a crack dealer for MI6. Everybody knows that watches a Bond movie, but what you don't know is what Cuba is. Socialized medicine is the concept that anything the cops make you do has to be paid for by the cops' work. Not their salary, they get that, but their work. The protection of the tax burden to benefit the poor, the police themselves. Even a pig has to learn sometime. That's where they come from, the Batman. They just lived with the Riddler for a few months.